catch 'em all.
Hey everyone, elitetrainercj here, and today we are actually going to go through basically like a simple run through of PvPoke. So this is a ranking system of Great League, Ultra League, or Master League Pokemon. We have different cups on here. There's the Premier Cup and then a couple of Silph Cups. So Premier Cup, if we look here, we can see a simple list of Pokemon that are good. I think this is with the restrictions for the Season 2 for the Go Battle League. If you go to all Pokemon, it just show basically all. This is Master League right here, so we're going to start off with Great League. So Great League, basically #1 overall, Registeel. You can see key matchups under this tab, top counters, and then the percentage of like what you would use it for as like a lead, a closer. It's really good as a closer, especially if you already had the shields gone for the other team. Switch, like what you want to switch into to basically have something to, you know, just go in and something to switch into to cover a certain Pokemon. Charger, attacker. It's, you know, it's a good attacker because Lock On does it doesn't do any damage, but it just gains energy so fast. And these three charge moves right here are, you know, large charge moves, and so they do a lot of damage on its own, and so that's why the attack is so good, and the consistency, you know, how well it does against other Pokemon overall. So we can go through here and just look and see where your Pokemon would rank among the others. So we can actually go like this. Like I'm going to search Ampharos, and there's two different ones, Shadow and Regular. And so you can see it's good against Azumarill, Registeel, Starmie, Tropius, or Umbreon. And then a lot of these are straight up ground types with Dragon or Ground Rock or just straight up ground. Volt Switch, of course, is its best one. Thunder Punch is good because it's a fast charge move. And then Focus Blast for coverage. Dragon Pulse you can do for coverage, but I wouldn't suggest it. And then you can see its weakness, its resistance, the attack stat, the defense stat, and stamina stat that you want. Alright, so since we did that, we can actually go through and just, you know, let's look at the leads, see how good the leads are. So Azumarill is a really good lead. Mantine, a lot of water types, as you can see. Altaria is always good. It's a safe lead right here. Charizard, especially the Shadow form. Okay, the Shadow forms, their attack is boosted, but their defense is debuffed. So yeah, you got to be careful with Shadow because they will attack hard, but they won't take hits as good. But with Wing Attack, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw, that's really good because Dragon Claw can really take care of those dragons that you would face at, like, let's say Altaria. That's a good one. And Dragon Breath and Sky Attack and Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse takes quite a bit to charge up. So let's say a Dragonite goes up again. Let's say a Charizard goes up against Altaria. You want to use Dragon Claw on it just because it charges faster. But you also have Blast Burn for if you go up against like Venusaur or something like that. Same with Dragonite. The Shadow form is a lot better. Dragon Breath is a better fast dragon move. Dragon Claw is pretty fast, so that's why that's up there. We can also look at closers, where this is what you want to be your finishing Pokemon. So like after all the shields are gone, this is what you want to use. Registeel, Regice. As you can see, they all take Lock On, especially even Regirock with Lock On. And then Azumarill, just because it's overall just good. Deoxys defense, just because it's a tank. A lot of your tanks are going to be on this list for closers, because you want something that can take the hits, but also can give the hits to finish off the other Pokemon. Switches right here. Kind of depends on your matchup. Chargers. So these are ones that fast energy gain or powerful moves make them dangerous after build up of energy. Like Swampert, Mudshot, Hydro Cannon, that charge up super quick. Zapdos with Thunder Shot does pretty quick. Mudshot overall just gains energy pretty quick. Shadow Claw, Snarl does. Snarl just takes a little bit when it comes to the animation. Attackers, these are basically Pokemon with really good attack. Well, at least PvP wise, where just Lock On itself just makes the attack so much better for Registeel, even though it's straight up just defense. Lock On just saves it right there. Smackdown saves Bastiodon since it's just defense as well. Bubble's a pretty good water move. Snarl's really good. Umbreon actually charges pretty quick because of Snarl and Foul Play. Dragon Breath is always, a fast one. And then consistency. With Pokemon that can be pretty consistent. Like Bastiodon, just because it's a tank, it can take a lot of hits even if it's super effective. Tropius, it can take a lot of hits. Just anything with a bulk to it, that's your consistency. So let's go back to overall. We can look a little bit through Ultra League. Giratina Altered Form, Swampert Shadow Form. Regular Swampert is right up there, right behind Shadow Form. It might actually be a little bit better just because it has more defense, even though that Swampert itself is a glass cannon, a little bit. One grass move will completely destroy it. Kind of the same with Registeel, one ground move and it's kind of done. Unless you have like Dynamic Punch against it, then it would do good. Or even Focus Blast, just because it does so much damage and it doesn't have any shields left. Power Up Punch won't do too much to it, but it still do a good chunk. But it also boosts up your attack. So you can see that on the Ultra League, there's a lot more just legendary Pokemon. Whereas in Great League, it's a way more diverse league. The Master League is basically anything that has like really, really good CP. Dragonite is good. Giratina Altered, Dialga, Origin Form, Mewtwo, Dragonite Shadow, Togekiss. Togekiss is actually really good in this because like Charm is just so good. And then Aerial Ace, Ancient Power, that lowers the opponent's stats. And then if you wanted to do simulations, you can enter a Pokemon, let's just say a Azumarill. And then we go up against a Venusaur, or there we go, a Venusaur. We can do a battle simulation where it shows who would come out on top. Venusaur would win because it is part poison type, but even with an Ice Beam and only one shield, it still win a majority of the time. And it just shows such a, it'll show matchup details, basically all the information that you need to know. Total damage. So Azumarill doesn't put out that much damage because it has Bubble. Bubble does not do it much damage to Venusaur. You can see that the fast move damage did most of it. Charge move because it uses shield. And then Venusaur using Frenzy Plant, that destroyed it. Training, you can actually do a team and then choose, I want to do a tournament or a single, so let's just add a couple Pokemon, like, let's say Altaria. We're just going to add a meta team, so let's go with Registeel. And then, let's say Swampert. That one, and then select a league. let's say Great League, and you can face against, you know, you can simulate from like when you're facing against somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, a rival, elite, or champion. So go ahead and do that, and then do basically a run through. So you can, I set it to auto tap to kind of show you what's going on, but this is like a straight up simulation, so you can do sky attack, and then you use a sky attack, and it's probably going to shield it. No, it does not shield it. Okay, and then Tropius does not have anything that is effective against Altaria, so you want to shield that because they use Leaf Blade, and that barely does anything. And then you can say sky attack again. Alright, took out the Tropius right there. And then it's selecting the Pokemon, so it's got 2 Pokemon left. And then Metachan, okay, that's an ideal matchup. All 3 of the Pokemon are actually ideal matchups. Might have Ice Beam, so Ice Punch, so it's just Power Up Punch, so I don't know if you'd want to use the shield again. And then you just do Sky Attack. Blocked, okay. You can also switch out if you wanted to, which I'm not going to, just shield it. Figured it was going to use a ice type move. Sky attack. I can't get this. Okay, it just uses ice. Alright, that's fine because you can switch in to Swampert, use Hydro Cannon, just fighting, and ice type moves won't do anything to Swampert really. It still do a chunk of damage, but it already used its shield, so you can just knock out this Metachan. Oh wait, it still has 1 shield left. So you can switch, or to Registeel, because you're going up against a Meganium, but it might have Earthquake, which is the scary part. And it does have Earthquake. And then, hopefully, and it gets off, what, a Frenzy Plant? Oh, another Earthquake. Okay. Did this one not have, did it have Metal Claw? Because the energy wasn't gaining as fast as it would if it was using Lock On. Alright. So that's just a simple matchup. You can go to back to rankings, check your rankings, or you can see a team builder. So let's just add 6 Pokemon to Venusaur. And you can also do like an advanced, so you can put in your stats. Most of the time I do it like an ideal. Alright, you can rate, and you can also rate the team. So this will show up, this is the common meta, and this is your Pokemon right here. You can see like a circle is a win for them, a circle with no end inside is a close win, a tie, close loss, and a huge loss. So like Registeel can lose to Charizard, can also lose to Azumarill. Azumarill will straight up lose to Venusaur. Swampert straight up lose to Venusaur. They lose to Altaria, Azumarill, so it won't win that matchup. Registeel, it will win against. It will win against Charizard, and most of the time it will win against a Death's defense form. This one, Vidroff, is just, yeah, he's getting wiped out. But yes, that is a simple go through of PvPoke. If you want to use this, just go to PvPoke.com, and then you'll see that the page will show up just like this. So you choose what you want to do, But yes, that is a basic run through of what PvPoke is. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so that you won't miss another video. I'm elitetrainercj. I'll see you guys next time.